Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a Mercury 4-stroke 4 horsepower. Actually they're made by Tohatsu in Japan, and they're just badged either Mercury or Mariner. They send you the cowling with either Mercury or Mariner on. Big shout out to a site called Skinny River. Checked his site out yesterday, well recommended, and it gave me a lot of ideas. And now this thing won't start, and so I've ascertained that I think it's the carb. So I'm going to take the cowling off and then we'll get started on this job. So I tried to start it yesterday and it just wouldn't go. I did put some petrol inside the plug hole, and it started for a second, so that's telling me that the spark is fine. It's just the petrol that's not getting to the carb, or it's not actually going through the carb. So I checked the petcock, took this off here. This is coming from the tank. That is clear. Also took this side off, and that's clear as well. So obviously the petcock is okay. Now I came around to this side, and this is the pump, the petrol pump, gas pump. Took this off here, and it's getting to here, and it's getting through here, and it's actually getting to this wee filter here, so it's filling that up. It's also going actually to the carb, and I undid the little drain screw here, and you could see the petrol coming through. So obviously it's going into there, but it's not coming past there. So I would say that it really needs a carb clean. Probably the petrol's gummed it up inside. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get several things off here. I'm going to get the feed off there. I'm also going to get this air pipe that goes to, or air tube that goes into the engine there, and I'll also get the throttle system off here. Sorry, this is the choke. Okay, actually, sorry, this is the choke. That's the throttle. So I'll get the throttle off, and I'll get the choke off as well. Now, what you need to do is you need to get these two bolts off here, and then you've got quite long screws here that slide out, and then this carb should be off. So it's quite hard to film and take these tubes off here and this off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these off first, and I'm going to start unscrewing these here, and I shall get back to you. Okay, so I've loosened these bolts up with a decent fitting Phillips head screwdriver. Got these bolts off here, and I think you can see that it's starting to come off there. You've got a wee gasket there as well, so be careful we don't lose anything. And then what we'll do is, once we've got this apart, we'll slip this cable out here, and then we'll get the throttle cable off as well. So what we can do is, see where the choke cable is here. If we pull that out a little bit, and then that should come off like that, and you can see that that's come off. as well. Okay, and actually the throttle came off with it as well. So small air box here that needs to come off, and then we can get to the ball underneath. So there is some very small grommets in here, just in here, that will slip out, so you just make sure, pull these bolts, you can see the grommet, it will come out if you're not careful, so we're just going to make sure that we don't lose them. I'll just get that away, get that somewhere safe like that. Now you can see the throttle here, opening, closing, quite the thing. Just watch out, you've got gaskets as well, just make sure you don't lose them. And that's your choke on the other side there. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this ball off now. There's what, 1, 2, 3 screws in here. Just have to be really careful we don't strip these out, and then I'll show you what the ball looks like when we've got them out. Alright, so just 2 screws for this ball here that I'm going to take off. These wee tubes here, these pipes here, are they're just for if they're like a little overflow mechanism, so you'll put them through the bottom of the engine and it'll be able to evacuate any if it's overflowing, overfilling. So I'm just going to get these wee screws off here, and I'll show you what's inside in a minute. Okay guys, so this appears to be the pilot jet on the outside. I think it's a 20, I think it says 21 on there or whatever it is. No, it's a 38. And so that's actually on the outside. I've been used to them being on the inside, but that's on the outside, and you can see the wee holes through there, and mostly okay, but some's a wee bit gummed up. Ball looking a little bit gummed up inside. I don't know if you can see that, but not too bad. Remember, don't lose the gasket here. We rubber gasket, okay, and the main jet is just here. I'm going to get that out in a minute and make sure we get it all cleaned through. I've got carb cleaner, we'll clean all that through, and we'll leave it for a while, usually 24 hours if you can, but unless you've got an ultrasonic cleaner, of course, and they're brilliant, but unfortunately I've not got one, so obviously I'm just going to use the carb cleaner, and then what I'm going to do is blow through all the little passageways as well, and before we reinstall it. That down there. So this flow mechanism seems alright. I've just had a little look at the needle at the end, and that's pretty okay as well. I've blasted, a main jet appeared to be blocked, so I blasted all that through with carb cleaner, and you can see there's quite a lot of gunk in there as well, so I'm going to give that a real good clean out and let it sit for a while before I put it back. So I've got this carb now soaking. I didn't have a jar big enough for this, so I used a bag, quite a thick bag. I hope that and I've squirted the kind of the carb cleaner in there and filled it up, and hopefully it doesn't eat through the bag, but we'll see. And then I'm going to let that soak for a few hours before I come back to it. Right guys, so carbs back on, bolts are on, goes right through here. The inlet feed is on, going past this little filter here, that's on. These little drain hoses there on, and it's through and coming through here to evacuate any petrol, any gas, if the carburettor floods. So, okay, so if you look at the this is the choke cable. It's better off to put this on because of this little angle on it. It's better off to put it on when this is off, so you can angle it and feed it through. And the same with this throttle, you can turn it, angle it kind of that way and get that in. So that is, you can see that the throttle's working. Also the choke here as well. Hang on. Okay, so you can see that the choke is working as well. Okay. We've got a bucket of water under there with the thing in it, which I've just about tipped over. What I've done, I evacuated all the old fuel out of here and put brand new fuel in there, because it were looking quite yellow, so it were old. It needed taking out and new ones putting in. So the kill switch is on here. The fuel screw, air screw is just open there, and we're going to attempt the first start. And with any luck, it'll fire. It might take a few pulls just to get some fuel through to the carburettor ball. I put the ball back on, and I had to put a little bit of gasket maker. One of the rubber gasket it had just got a little bit big and expanded, so what I did is put a little bit of gasket maker just to stick it in there. So we'll attempt the first start in a second, and we'll see. Hopefully this is going to work. Right guys, so we're going to try to start it up. I actually, to be quite honest with you, I did pull it a few times, it did kick in there, but just to let you see, I've got a bit of choke on here. It took a few pulls to get the fuel through it, but I've got the fuel through it now, so let's see. It's cooking over. I'm going to stop it, guys, because the bucket is not deep enough and it's not pulling the water through. So normally you would get the bellows on there and do it that way. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I hope this video helps you out. And thanks a lot. Bye.